What's up, you guys? It's your boy. Today, we're back again. Um, One more second. There we go. Okay, we're back. Wrong timing, but yeah, doesn't matter. Today, we're gonna be doing a PM route on a 2026 ICCE, and you might be asking, you might be not wondering why there's not a lot of 2026 videos are not shown on my videos. Well, it's pretty much obvious. It's probably obviously because all the buses are confirmed as 2021s, I guess. So I don't want to have my videos saying 2025s anymore because obviously these buses were just recently purchased, just months after they were delivered. But yeah, this is the bus here. If you haven't watched my old videos, which I'm pretty sure they're deleted a long time ago, so you can pretty much see there is a black hood this time, not yellow hood. If you ever watched my videos before, they were gone forever. There used to be a white yellow hood here. Now it's black because I had to use bus guys um his third gen body front grill just to make it more like a Canadian spec instead of American looking bus. Oh, gotta hurry. No, maybe I could. I don't know. Dang it. Now I'm stuck with a. Oh, gosh. Are you serious now? How am I supposed to run a school? How am I supposed to drop up students if this bus is. Oh my gosh, are you serious? You know, I'm gonna respawn it. But this one's 41. I think I did a recording of this bus a while ago. Um, the only big difference, we're actually gonna get the windshields changed a little bit. Precisions are gonna be changed in the next update. But it is just a beta looking for now. It's just beta for now because I rolled on a 2026 yesterday, which you saw in the video, the startup video. Yeah, basically I was going on a sling field trip, and I realized this bus was built in January 2025, which means it's a 2006 model year. Most of the sounds on this bus is mostly used from the Bus 41 as well. The only following ones are to turn signals and the doors. Those things were not used from Bus 41. Those are like screen recorded by ST1 and 3-12 bus production. Those sounds were used from that. The door opening were actually used from the other bus, from one when it was shut. You can hardly hear it. Let me shut the bus for a second. That was when the bus was shutting. But when you shut it, there we go. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing to shut the doors. It still has air brakes. I'm gonna eventually put them in hydronics very soon, but yeah, that's the only difference is the model year differences. It's a 2026, not 2025. I don't know. Who knows? Bus 3938 could be 2026 as well, based on when they were delivered, late 2024. So they could be 2026. I have no idea until now. But yeah, that's why I have to delete all the 2025 bus videos because it's kind of a little mistake thinking they were built like, sometime in 2024 and delivered later. But yeah. So for now, all bus 3930 will be just still as 2025s for now, and then eventually I will change them unless I can get access to the buses as well, because I have no idea what year these buses were built, and I have to make sure because who knows, I could be wrong. Oh, I want to show you the blinkers. They're kind of ugly though. That's actually from the Bus 3041 as well. It's kind of ugly, but I'll eventually change them if I get access to them anyways. I was originally gonna record a video about this bus, but turns out not really. But yeah, we're gonna go pick up some kids as soon as possible at the new school. It's kind of ugly, but it is temporary because I was switching the bus sound from when it was actually running. Not actually when it was off. I didn't dare turn on the turn signal so I can get the sound effects for the bus. I had to edit it from while the bus was operating when it was in motion, which it kind of feels ugly when you hear that. It's kind of ugly, but it's temporary unless someone has a turn signal sound effect on Roblox. Here's the new school. Let's go pick up some kids. We gotta go start loading up some children right here. I'm pretty sure all the children are probably waiting for me to load up here. We got 41 as usual, just like from the video. So you can pretty sure you could tell that actually the hood is on beta mode because though I don't know how the hood's gonna go if it gets, open or shut. I'm trying to figure out a solution, but it feels more complicated. And the camera persistence was changed as well. Things were a bit different, like this is black. This was quite a bit different than it was before. I was thinking of getting this bus a new chassis, but it turns out I don't want to because due to some circumstances, probably not. So you can see in the background as usual, that's the new school. It kind of feels awkward because obviously the thing is faded up, as you can see from the far away. I'll give you a quick tour before I do the route. Oh my gosh. Magic School Bus. Well, there goes my bus anyways. Well, there goes my bus. It went over... Okay, what the heck just happened? As I got off the bus, this bus just got injected like a magic school bus. Yeah, someone should clip that. That's funny. Yeah. I bet someone would probably clip this because it's so freaking funny. For me to be injected from a bus. And I came and go through the bus. Oh, now I'm off the bus. Now I just need to open the damn hood. Unless I could get into the body. I'm trying to get off this bus, but the buses keep me in here. What the heck is going on? There we go, finally. Gosh. So like I said earlier, I think I might have to reposition the bus again. I'm gonna change the time, by the way. It's not like I'm doing a free session, though. Whoops. There we go. Alright. If my camera was lagging during the duration, don't judge me. But I know pretty much I could say that I could redesign the bus, but the only way I'm gonna do it is using a helix body. It's my only solution, is rebuilding the whole bussy into a shape. The only way I could do that is using a helix chassis. That's the only way I'm gonna change this bus into a, my own, I have to use a helix body. That's the only way I'm gonna have to do it. But yeah. If it's laggy, don't judge me. But yeah. So here's the school like I mentioned earlier in the last video with the 2024 IC bus. So this is the new school. Like I said earlier. This is a pretty it's based on the record. I had to make it a little different than the last time because it was kind of getting a little too bright, so I had to make them a little less brighter in this building so it doesn't look too brightish. Just to look real nice. I like this. And I kind of like this building, the way I build it. Even though the exterior is black, just to make to feel more, you know, detailed instead of like, you know, ugly. But yeah. Everything else in this game is pretty nice and more, you know, unique than the others. So yeah. But unfortunately, however, as you go too far, it just eventually just fades away into like a black structure, which kind of feels ugly to me. In my theory. Well, that's just my theory though. However, I am trying to hire someone to actually start adding a gauge cluster to this bus because I don't know how to install a gauge cluster on this unit. So I have to figure out how to install it. Without, you know, have to make a helix just for that, just so I could get a cluster on that in this chassis. Just to figure out how to add that on the chassis. And I just said that I cannot leak a bus because otherwise this could be a consequences. If I keep leaking, if I start leaking them without purchasing it, or unless otherwise I can find someone who leaked it. And yeah, there is a lot of buses that have the 2025 spec, but they cannot compare to this one. But yeah, it might take a lot of time to repair it. If you, like example, if I was gonna get I have to move the whole chassis, just leave the front chassis and then just rebuild the whole thing from scratch. Which means I have to rebuild the whole thing by scratch. The entire bus by scratch. Unless I have a helix model. I'm gonna lead them some kids. I kinda like the startup, but eventually I'm gonna change the blinkers because they feel ugly. But yeah. Everything else on the bus looks more, you know, better than the old one. That's what I like about this bus is, this one has camera systems. As always, it does have camera systems, so that's why I didn't record any videos on this bus. It's probably because of the camera system they installed on the bus. In the one on the side, because I don't want the managers of these just looking at a video and saying, looking at this random bus guy just recording a video. But pretty much this bus is pretty nice, and if you want me to do more of the, want me to take a look more into the 2026 models or 2025 model years, if they are all one of them are 2025 or 26, let me in the comments below, and I will eventually do more. I had to delete most of them because of the mix-up situation, and I feel like I've been falsely clickbaiting videos saying it was a 2025, in reality it's 2026. But yeah, that's why I have to decide to delete most of the 2025 bus videos that I recorded before this update was occurred. I decided to delete like 2 of them. I think there was like 2 of these buses. I recorded this one twice, but in the old version. But now I'm driving the updated version a little bit, the mini updated version. But everything on the bus looks pretty decent, and yeah, it's kind of likely the same except with the new LED system. I was thinking I might update them a little bit, but I want to keep it as it is, just because of this reason. But if I could change it if I have to, but though it's not really necessary if I want to. So all 2025s are all recommended LEDs. Mostly every bus are all LED specs, so there's no yellow bulbs or anything like that. We're just gonna wait till 3:30 on the monthly part. We're gonna do the same thing like last time, but a little bit different. Just a little bit different. I think I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get to do. It'll be long though, but stay tuned. Stay to the end, but yeah. Like and subscribe and enjoy this route video. So eventually in the next update, which would be I would say 3.5. Ow. Drop some children in this road. I'd rather prefer the black hood because it just feels weird with an American yellow hood instead of like a black hood, just like in real life. I don't know, I cannot do like two option things just like I used to do. So I'm just using the door sound effect, not the opening sound effect. I have to get nearly close while idling. Oh, great. I'm stuck at a traffic. Alright, I gotta go. Oh. I'm probably double click. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, we just gotta make sure the bus is good. There we go. That's more like it. So, though I don't remember what year these buses are, but in my theory, these are just 2026. This is my theory, based on the year they were built. So these buses were delivered in February, but however, these buses were built in January, which is months after they were built. Once they were delivered, they were months after. They were delivered months after they were built. So my theory is bus 38 39 could be built rather in October, probably around October 2020 4 or the summer of 2024. I have no idea. I could be right. I could be wrong. It's just a theory. That's just a theory about the bus manufacturer build. But pretty much for the 2026 build model year, doesn't look like a big difference, except just it's just pretty much what the camera system is. That's what's pretty much it. I could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? But my theory is 2025. That's my rough theory. There'll be also new houses will be added to the game in the second expansion if I have time. But really, they don't have like official house numbers yet. So I'm gonna start driving up to here. Alright, I'm just gonna go drop off some kids right here. So basically, if you don't know, B2 does do this route as well. Does go part of the town side, and then it goes town side, and then he goes southwest one, mostly focusing on the southwest area. So that's what I'm doing today. Okay, that was easier. I kind of like the way I finished the bus, but eventually this bus will also have to get updated. Otherwise I have to rebuild the whole chassis. I can rebuild the whole bus. That's my option theory. It's rather I have to build the whole bus by scratch. Which basically I have to do the whole thing here. I'll have to build the whole entire this here. More likely I'm gonna decide to try rebuild the whole chassis. By the way, that road will be expanded coming soon. That'll be the part 2 version of that'll be the part 2's expansion. But like I said in the last episode, the only road to get Acrest is Southwest 6, Southwest 5A, and part of Southwest 1 is also been expanded. Or kind of added. But the third part of Southwest 1 will be completed by... I'm pretty sure we're gonna be starting. It will be on their way probably like next probably this week, sometime this week. But I'm not really sure since it is a big project. But I was also planning to rebuild the whole bus itself. There we go. Need to give it a little push. That's what I kind of don't like about this bus, is this bus does not look, you know, pretty good as my think. So I was planning to get this bus redesigned, getting a redesigned version of this bus, basically using Helix. So I'll be using the Helix bus that I have, or was recently leaked, and I'll be using part of the Helix body for the making my own new chassis instead of this, because though it makes it more a little bit ugly. And then I took a lot of work to edit the whole bus, adding new light systems and pretty much all the above. It might take me a while to script, copy and paste scripts and whatever is available, more worth to use or whatever. Especially the windshields as well. So I might have to find rather a leaked one of the other 2025 custom build ones, and then rebuild it by scratch. So I'll be using my IC bus as an example. Like at one of the suspension buses that I added to the game a while ago. I'll be adding them as an example, and then I have to which that means I have to remove the hood. The only big problem is I have to remove everything in the chassis. The alley, this alley lane, these sides, the roof, everything must be taken off. And then the work construction begins. So basically I have to move everything like this, or whatever could be useful for the build. I'm just gonna have to use a different body, but I might use the same thing, but except I'll be still keeping one of the ones that Ashley was working on, like this one, and probably like this badge. I'm gonna keep like multiple things and just remove everything off. And the reflector tab will also be relocated or anything. Which means we'll have to build it scratch. Build the whole body by scratch. I'll end the video after this stop. Plus the way the lighting is like, I'm still gonna keep the hood as well. I'm still gonna probably keep the hood as well. That's the good news. I'm gonna keep the hood. That's what I'm gonna plan to do, is keep the hood that I installed to this bus. I'm gonna reuse this hood, probably the doors, that, and the lighting, and all the lights in the bus. Had to be taken to my new bus. Though, you might say it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's heck worth it instead of this bus that... Well, it is pretty nice from the start. However, this bus has a little bit of issues. Headlights keep... Like, every time I release my part brakes, my headlights will turn on automatically. 2, every time I get off the bus, it will just inject or turn off automatically. And also, hood is annoying. And the scripts are ugly. the way this bus is made was not really more likely. I don't really like it in general, so I might have to rebuild the whole bus by scratch. Hackily by scratch using Helix bodies. And that's my big plan. Which means I have to remove everything in the body, kind of, and then just rebuild it using Helix. You'll see. I'll let you know when it's done. But in the meantime, I can use one of the other buses in my videos. But I'll give you a video of the updated version, the complete update version, if you're happy to see it. But at the same time, I'm gonna end the video after this stop. But if you guys are new, make sure you hit the like, and I hope you guys enjoy my little PM route. I'm gonna eventually take this bus to the yard, honestly. I'm not gonna record the whole